Hey guys, Maewtt here, and today I'm here to humiliate another staff member who has accepted one of my false reports. Heyitsbagel, you have accepted a false report of mine. And before you guys say, oh, well, they're a trainee, they're new, doesn't look like they're new to me. See, this is 2 months and 2 days before I recorded this. The trial period's over, and they are either going to be demoted or promoted. And even if you can still say they're new, why would you give someone new the responsibility of telling a real report from a fake one, especially since you guys know I'm out there and I'm really good at forging reports? Why would you trust someone new with accepting them? Because clearly they don't seem to be able to get the job done. I mean, the Wanderer was a helper when he accepted the false report. Kevin Boba was a helper, and this is a helper. True, I mean, two mods have also accepted false report, Dalcon W and Fenway 24, but still, why would you trust a helper or a trainee, someone new, with such a big responsibility, which clearly they don't seem to be able to handle? Anyways, here's, let me show you the report that got accepted. So there's the report that got accepted. I mean, I guess I shouldn't go too hard on the trainee because, I mean, it does look pretty real, but, I mean, I have the map, the scoreboard, messages, the items. However, here's one thing that's missing. What do you see missing on this island right there? People. I mean, how would I be able to kill someone if I can't see them? I think that should have been the biggest mistake. I mean, do you really think that there are 8 people all in the cave? Of course not. That should have been picked up on, in my opinion, but whatever. Let me also just show you really quick a conversation I had with an actual staff member from Mindplexer. So after I showed you the screenshot, I just went to my chat and I found this in my inbox. Someone actually found the report before I did the humiliation video, like 15 minutes after it got accepted or something, and they actually pointed out all the mistakes. I just think it's funny that someone actually found it, and then they don't even know that I'm the one who did it. I mean, ignore the fact that the player isn't one of us. Focus on the rushed report. Yeah, I just think that this is pretty funny. First off, white Mindplex is a bit odd. It's actually possible because sometimes it's all white, sometimes it's all orange, or sometimes it's in between. Why isn't the word hacker censored? Well, in private messages, you actually can say, censored words. How come nobody else in talkers say well or lol what? Well, not everyone always talks, but yeah, that is something else that should indicate it. How's nobody else up there? Well, you already heard me point that one out. How are none of the trees destroyed? That is probably another big error that even I missed, so thank you for pointing that out. You know who you are who sent me this. Anyways, expose this person. So yeah, this guy's pretty much telling me to do a humiliation video, which I'm already in the middle of doing, as you could tell. And so yeah, I'm telling him that I'm the one who made the report, and yes, I'm just explaining this point to him. So now I'm going to show you the private message staff conversation between an actual staff member that I intended to show you. I just happened to find this when I was looking for it, so I'll be right back. So here's a staff member. He wishes to remain anonymous because, he's worried that he'll get demoted for talking to me. But he actually is on the reports patrol. And we talked on YouTube. So I congratulate him, basically. And I tell him that if he ever fakes a report, I'll PM him. He says thanks, he'll be careful not to accept false reports. But however, he says that most of the time the false reports get accepted because the helpers are pretty much in a race with other helpers to see who has the most reports, and you don't want to fall behind, which is why they only spend 3 seconds looking at evidence. And he says it's ridiculous and that he's going to leave once he gets enough forum posts. I point out that helpers should focus on quality over quantity, and that the rush mentality is basically the reason why false reports keep getting accepted. He says it's not the helpers' fault. They're pushed to answer as many reports as possible per day. And, people complain when, their reports don't get answered quick enough, which is pretty stupid. I mean, I'd say a week, if it doesn't get answered within a week, that's a reasonable amount of time to complain. But, I mean, all my reports usually get answered within a day or two. But honestly, if false reports don't get accepted, I'd be willing to have that be longer. And so, yeah, I asked him if he wants to remain anonymous. He says he's not supposed to tell me these things, so yeah, he probably should remain anonymous. But he says I can mention them, which is why I'm doing this. So, that's why I'm not showing his name or mine. Brilliant, thanks. As for false reporting, what did the staff tell you about? Now, this part's interesting. The Wanderer says that he's been talking to staff about it. However, no tests have been done for false reporting. They have been given infrequent, vague pointers as to what substantiates as a report forged, but they are not trained in any way, and there is no tutorial given whatsoever. And what do they claim tells the difference between real and forged? They don't give a specific guideline on this. Only that forged evidence may not contain a scoreboard, may have items in the wrong places, and small tips. There is no strict parameters shown on the difference between real and fake in terms of forging. So, I mean, no wonder forged reports keep getting accepted, as long as you have a scoreboard and the right items, which I pretty much show you how to make. A helper with the rush mentality will actually punish an innocent player. And then the staff member says, unless there are any other obvious flaws with the evidence, I presume most would. Yes, luckily for hacking evidence, they recently limited to videos only, which can also be faked, especially since Custom NPCs is working on making NPCs able to fly now. Forging video evidence will be that much easier. But it seems many may be aware that false reporting via videos is prevalent too. And I point out that most of my false reports I make are actually for chat offenses. I mean, if you look at the past ones I've done, they've all been for chat offenses. So really, the new rule doesn't even affect me too much. And yep, he says it's unfortunate that, the new rule doesn't even affect that. So just a few things to think about for everyone. I'm also going to show you, the guy who got falsely reported his wall until, and the reason I'm doing, the recording before I, right away and then posting a few days later is in case, Mineplex tries to archive it or hide it or something, there's proof that it got accepted. And I'm also going to be watching the guy's wall to see his reaction being falsely reported, because it's probably going to be pretty funny. So, I'll see you when I go to his wall. Well, it seems the guy actually found that the forged report pretty quickly. I mean, look, 43 minutes ago, the report, that's about the same time the report has been accepted. So, he says, someone just falsely reported me using evidence. That evidence is forged. I was online at the time and I was not in that game server. Well, can you actually prove that? I was somewhere else. All RP staff check the server logs, please, which they probably won't. Yep, that's forged. One, the word hacker is on the filter to my knowledge. However, like I said earlier, he reported the... Anyways, like I said, you could say censor words in private chat, I'm pretty sure. The spacing's actually correct. White Mindplex, that's also possible. Tagging that guy to take care of it. So I guess it's a good thing I did the report now. Also tagging Heyitsbagel due to rushing recent reports. Requesting demotion from the RP team helper. Dr. Kiss. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. He reported the report. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he found that quickly. I'm guessing he's already been muted, or else he wouldn't be able to find that so quickly. Oh, and look, this guy even says that, oh yeah, there's a guy I was private chatting with. He says that he made a comment saying I was gonna expose the layer. Let me just pause it for a sec. So yeah, here's the guy who private chatted me. He saw that the report got accepted, and let me tell you, he's pushing for demotions on the report rusher. See, I think that's a good idea. Helpers or people who rush reports shouldn't be on the reports team. I mean, it's obvious that this guy agrees with me, so that's pretty cool. Hang on. I just think this is really funny. I'm going to go back to the other guy's wall and see, what happens. Alright, so it looks like the guy actually did report the offense. Let's see. So, he reported my alt. Falsely reporting myself using forged evidence, and I was not in that game server, and the evidence provided does not seem to be realistic. Are you kidding me? That is realistic. If it wasn't realistic, whatever. There were no people on the island, which he found. I'm guessing the guy who private messaged me told him about this. That spacing and editing is used, which I'm pretty sure the fonts and spacing in chat messages are right. I don't know why he thinks they aren't. Yes, the private message, I was not on the server at the time that happened, which you can't really prove. Then, let's see, link to the forum, and a link to the report with the real evidence in the bridges. Also, Heyitsbagel accepted the report. And the mod actually accepted the report. However, I'm not forum banned yet, so I guess he hasn't really done anything. But still, I actually can't believe they got, like, I don't know how he found this really quick, honestly, but whatever. Um, oh my gosh, I just think this is hilarious. The guy who I falsely reported, by the way, was a guy named Khemystz, but it's spelled Khemystz. Honestly, I just report him for being a. I don't know why I false reported him. I just chose him because, he's a helper tryhard. And I just thought it'd be funny to, like make it so he can't apply for about a month. But obviously, it looks like that's going to be taken off his record. But still, I think this is pretty funny. Let me see if he's posted anything else on his wall. Alright, so I decided to taunt the guy by liking his post about getting false reported. Also, the moderator claims it's been taken care of, but my alt hasn't been forum banned, so obviously it hasn't. Yeah, so he hasn't really posted any. I'm guessing he's gonna make a thread on this, because like now he's been like a victim of it. I mean he's not very happy that he's been muted, obviously, but still. According to the guy who, one of his friends who's been private messaging me and showed me the report, he said that this guy actually found it before it was accepted. Then the moment it got accepted, he like talked about it and made the report and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know how he found that so fast. I really don't. Like, does he just randomly search his name every so often, or does he like stalk the reports page or something? But still, I like how like. I just feel bad for Heyit. I honestly am starting to feel bad for Heyitsbagel now because I mean this guy's like just giving her more hate than I am. I mean, really. At least I said I'm not going to be too hard on her, but this guy's just like demote. I mean, I don't think they should be demoted completely. I think they should just be taken off the reports team. I mean, that's my opinion, but obviously this guy's entitled to his opinion as well. Yeah, I'll be back if he ever posts if anything else gets posted on this guy's wall. So this other guy commented on the guy's post about being false reported, and well, this is an embarrassment to the staff, and well, Bagel's chances of mod have been shattered, considering that 2 months have passed. I have to admit that is kind of true. I mean, this makes me feel even worse for Bagel, because, I mean, she's probably, for all I know, she's gone 2 months doing a really good job. Then right before, like, the decision is about to be made before whether or not she becomes a mod or gets demoted back to normal person, she pretty much accepts a false report, That probably just sucks. Like, all those 2 months of hard work just, boom, gone. Well, that's what happens when you have the rushed mentality. Alright, so I'm just going to close this video with, showing the private message with the guy who I false reported, his friend. So the staff member claims that the person took care of it, but I'm wondering how the guy found the false report so quick, so I'm asking this guy. He doesn't seem to know. I guess he just randomly checked his name or Googled it or put it on the Mindflix forums or whatever. But, whatever, he found it. I can't really change that. I'm just curious, though. So, Khemystz, if you're watching this, how do you find that forged report so quickly? Just wanted to close with that. I'll see you next time. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And, Heyitsbagel, you better hope that they reach a decision on your whether you get promoted or demoted before this video uploads. Otherwise, you're probably going to get demoted. See ya. I know I said that I was going to end the video, but the Wanderer, I was editing the video, I was about to start uploading it, and then I got a notification, and the Wanderer actually found the report, and so the evidence of the report is forged, and your account will be network banned. So, So let's see. It took him about 4 hours after I posted the report to, and he actually like replaced the Heyitsbagel's reply. But so it looks like the Wanderer is gonna ban my account, which is too bad. I only made like one false report on this thing. But whatever. Okay, now for real. I'll see you next time.